Today, I'm gonna make you an exotic soup with ingredients you probably have in your fridge and pantry right now. So everybody, today we are making Kha Gai. If you don't know what Kha Gai is, man, I feel so sorry for you because you really should. It is a fantastic soup from Thailand. It's made with coconut milk, but yet it's kind of light and smooth, but yet you get the richness and some sweetness from the coconut milk. Everything in it is fresh. So this stuff that you make this with for real, some of it's really hard to get, especially in rural areas. Like the only thing is this red curry paste, you're gonna have to maybe order it on the internet for those in a rural place. Almost everything else in here, we're replacing with things you're gonna have in your pantry. Ginger instead of galangal. Lemon and lime instead of lemongrass. Jalapeno instead of Thai bird chilies. And probably all the other things you probably have on hand, maybe not coconut milk. Also, that's a little bit out of the box for some people, but I promise you, you make this dish, it is so worth it. You're gonna love it. Chicken. Chicken's the main ingredients in most of the time in Kha Gai. Now you can get it with shrimp or whatever kind of protein, tofu, whatever. It can be vegetarian. It can, you can make this vegan. Most people go with chicken breasts. I just like thighs better. They're cheaper. I think they're tastier. They're a little tougher, but not enough to matter. And it's soup. Let's be honest, right? You got to cook them a little longer. Who cares? So we're going with thighs. The other thing about thighs, you buy a nice boneless, skinless breast. It doesn't have very much fat on it. Thighs have more fat, so I do give them a little bit of a trim. But other than that, easy. If you want to slice it extra thin, freeze them for just a little bit. Like get it nice and firm on, partly frozen. It'll slice thinner. I don't really care. I like it with a little bit of extra heft to it, but we'll slice it pretty thin. All right, so if you're being authentic, you're probably gonna use a coconut oil with this dish, but we are not being authentic, and I want it to be so that you can use what you have. So any oil will work. I'm gonna put a little oil in a pan, pretty good glug of it, not a lot of fat in this dish, and we're gonna fry up quite a lot of vegetables here. High, medium, high, whatever makes you happy. Get a little sizzle and it all goes in. So we're throwing in the garlic, 2 cloves, 3 cloves of garlic, something like that. At least 1 good-sized onion, half a jalapeno if you're a wuss, a whole jalapeno if you're tough, 2 jalapenos if you're really tough, sliced up ginger, and some cabbage. And then also with this, the curry paste. Probably like a minimum of 2 teaspoons. I'm gonna go more like 2 tablespoons because I love this stuff. It varies. You might want to try it light and add some later. You can totally add it later, no problem. Some red curries are smoking hot, melt your face off. You want to cry if you put too much in. Some really pretty mild, so you got to try them out. You can just taste it, but it's a lot of flavor and it might be a little much for most people. This is not my normal brand, not what I get them, but they were out, so this is what I got. Here we go. About to get a shimmer. Come on, baby, get hot. You know it's bad when you gotta wait this long with the commercial range because this thing gets hot. Itty bitty sizzle. Yeah, I like to overdo everything, so 2 pretty good blobs for me to start with. Maybe a little more. So hope we don't die. 5 minutes at least. We live at altitude, everything takes a little longer. I'm going more like 7 to 10, but I do want the onions and everything to get soft-ish. Not all the way floppy, but a little bit softer. I did a pathetic job on that onion. I should be ashamed of myself. Chicken broth, 4 cups or so. So obviously if you have homemade, which I have a little bit left, use homemade. If you don't, use store-bought. If you don't have that, use bouillon. Whatever it takes to get the job done. Perfect. Into the pot. Bring that to a boil, and then we'll give it like 5-10 minutes here to let the, well, 10 minutes at least, we should say. Even 15 is okay. 10, 15, 20, whatever makes you happy, just on a little simmer. And then we're gonna finish this all up. So we got it going here. Now we're gonna add the chicken. We're gonna let the chicken to cook. A lot of people like adding the chicken later, right? It does overcook it, in some people's opinion, to add it now. I like the flavor of the meat, especially with the dark meat coming out in the stock, in the broth, right? And giving it even more flavor. And with the dark, it can handle it. It's not like the white where it gets dry and starts getting cruddy. I don't find that to be a problem with the dark meat. So we're gonna add the dark meat now. Into the pot. Break up the chicken. Let it boil. So the last thing, right, we don't have lime leaf and we don't have lemongrass. How do we make that happen? Why did I walk clear over there for no reason? Zest of 1 lemon in the pot. Zest of 2 limes in the pot. But wait, there's more. Juice of at least 1 lime. If you really like lime, which I do, I say 2. Or if they're not super juicy, also 2. If you don't want to go this route, the laziest, most pantryist workaround by far is just use prepackaged lemon juice, prepackaged lime juice, and skip the rind, having the zest in. But the zest is really the secret sauce in my opinion. It's the thing that makes this really have a bit of an authentic flavor without using the authentic ingredients. If you get a seed in, who cares? You'll find it later. It won't kill you. All right, so it's been about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Chicken's starting to look pretty much cooked. We're gonna add in mushrooms. Approximately 4 cups of coconut milk. You gotta have the good stuff, right? These are a little bit bigger. This is the coconut cream. It's about 20 ounces instead of the 14, 15-ish, but whatever. We're gonna put it all in. Woo! Stir it up. Get it all nice and even. So we put a little bit of fish sauce in early, but fish sauce is the secret. One super cool thing, if you can't get fish sauce, you can use soy sauce. Now it is not the same, or if you don't like fish sauce. Fish sauce is the stinkiest food product practically ever, at least that you see in regular eating. It does not smell good, it is not. but it tastes amazing. And when it goes into food, it's great. It kind of loses that part that makes it seem so stinky. So we put a little bit in. It's just tasted a little bit. It's a little more in, but this stuff is very salty, so go easy between your tastes. Very, very, very salty. I think it's more salty than soy sauce, really. But again, it's all what you're used to and what you like. Give it a stir, get a clean spoon, give it a taste. Oh yeah, that's good. Bring this to a boil. As soon as the mushrooms are done, you can eat it. But I would say you're gonna go another 20 minutes, give or take. You could eat it faster than that, but I think that kind of melds all those last flavors together. All right, so we've got lemon zest, lime zest. Those take the place of the lemongrass and the lime leaf, get a similar enough taste. We've got the ginger instead of galangal. Now, I love to keep stuff in my soup. Like a lot of places, they make a paste and they remove the aromatics. I leave them in. I've been to Thailand, and in some places in Thailand, they like chunk it up. I mean, it is chewy. Like you gotta be an elephant to eat this stuff. Huge chunks of galangal, huge pieces of lemongrass. So it's all about where you've had it. Some people love it smooth. I like all the robustness of all those vegetables and that ginger, and I love ginger, so I will absolutely eat the chunks. But the one thing that's nice about this soup, if you got picky people and they don't like some of those things, everything's chopped so big, it's easy to take out. I mean, really, the only thing that's not big is the garnish is about the only thing in there that's not big. The onions obviously are pretty integrated too. But it's really super good, it's really super fresh. Love, love, love this stuff. If you like what you see, subscribe, hit that like button, hit those notifications. Feel free to make fun of me because this is super something that people will make fun of. This is not authentic, it's not even close, but it tastes pretty good. With that, we'll catch you on the next one.